I definitely approve of you as my brother's future wife. I reeled as Gold's sudden interjection and the smiles she said with it. Oh, Gold, it's too soon for that. Nonsense, you just wear your own wedding dress. Lily, not you too. What's up, guys? The name's Jackson, and welcome back to Locked Heart. So last week we left off, Soul developed a fever. Oh no, we had to take care of him, but we learned more. We learned that he didn't want the curse to break. It was actually because of him. And we met up with Dion. We found out his secret hiding place. Thanks, Gold. Oink. But we found out the secret between why the two brothers were kind of don't like each other that much. But we were like suggesting, why don't we try and make up, you know, all that stuff. So I feel a little bit better. But now we find out Dion has told us that Soul likes us. Whether that's true or not, we're gonna see. Anyway, let us continue. Sometime later, I was alone in the kitchen, slicing carrots in a haze. My hands moved automatically, which was good because I was still hung up on what Dion said before. I can see why Soul is in love with you. I know. Just thinking about it left my cheeks feverish. He had to be mistaken, or he was joking, but Dion didn't have that mischievous smirk when he said it. Was he really serious? No, that's impossible. A sigh took the strength out of my soldiers. Soldiers, okay. A sigh took the strength out of my shoulders. It took a moment to realize that the rejection hurt, even though I was the one who insisted upon it. I'd been so worried about the trouble between Soul and Dion that I'd forgotten how quickly my heart would beat whenever I think of Soul. Lady Aura? Hey, you're not well yet. You're supposed to go back to bed. I flinched, surprised by Soul's quiet voice. I must have been so deep in thought that I hadn't noticed him coming. Yes? You've done so much for me, but... I held my breath. But what? But I'd like to ask another request of you. Soul? Soul turned his head toward me, his cheeks pink as if his fever has returned. Though if that were the case, I felt like I must have caught it too. Ah! Blah! You ruined the moment, Dion. Before Soul could speak again, Dion plodded into the kitchen. Oh, Dion! His face showed both sadness and fear, and I understood why. In his hands was a picture. I could see the paper trembling from across the room. I'm sorry! I didn't mean to interrupt. Soul sighed and turned a faint smile towards the door. What is it, brother? Did you need something? It took a few deep breaths before Dion found the courage I knew he had buried in him. I have something to tell you, Soul. Something I've been meaning to tell you for a long time. Alright, but... Dion was edging out the door, and even though I knew he was going to say, I understood why he only wanted to say it to Soul. I looked up at Soul and gave him the biggest smile I could. It's okay, Soul. We can talk afterwards, okay? Wonder how it went. Oh. So this was all a scheme our father pulled together. Soul sat on the edge of Dion's bed, holding his forearm with his hand. He'd always believed Lord Deluxe underestimated Dion's abilities, but he never imagined Dion was being used too. I'm sorry, Soul. Sitting next to Soul, Dion leaned on his knees and sighed in relief. He'd finally removed the weight he'd been carrying for over 7 years. Why didn't you tell me before? Because I knew you'd blame yourself if I did. Silence fell between them. Dion wasn't wrong. Soul felt pained with guilt after hearing the whole story, especially after what he said to Dion a couple weeks ago. Dion glanced at Soul, then reached up to ruffle Soul's blonde hair into a mess. Hey! I knew it. Come on, Soul. Let's move out of the past and into the future. Soul nodded, pushing Dion's arm away before the two of them fell into brotherly laughter for the first time in a long time. Oh, they made up! I'm so happy! Brother, can we go see Gold? Dion stood up, looking out at his picture again. Yeah, I think we both have something important to tell her. Are we gonna break it? It's hard to explain what happened when I finally brought the stew to a simmer, so it wouldn't require attention. Suddenly, a small light began to glow beneath my shirt, something I noticed in the reflection of the pot. Aura! I knew that voice. I looked around the kitchen while trying to pull my locket out from under my shirt. Aura! I finally got it free, the light getting stronger. Wincing, I held the locket in my palm, and when I finally saw through the brightness, I inhaled sharply. The rust is clearing! I dashed out of the kitchen, holding the locket close to my heart. Following Gold's voice gently calling my name, I ran through the mansion until I ended up at her room. Panting, I nudged the door open and stepped inside. Lady Aura? Aura, what's that light? I could still hear Gold calling my name, so instead of answering, I walked over to Gold. Hands trembling, I took a deep breath and carefully slipped the necklace my mom gave me years ago back onto the girl who had given it to her. When the locket fell near her heart, it snapped open, revealing a picture of Gold as a little girl. My heart. The light bloomed brightest then, all three of us shielding our eyes. Goldilocks, yay! When it finally faded, the same young girl in the photograph was standing before us, just 7 years older. She beamed at us. No way. Gold. Thank you, Aura. You've broken the Deluxe curse. I stood there, both relieved and surprised. After so many weeks of nothing, Gold was finally human again. Even though I'd never met her before, I knew how much everyone in the mansion missed her. I glanced backwards at Sol and Dion, both stared at Gold, dumbfounded with tears glazing their eyes. It was like the chains holding the brothers back had finally broken apart as they rushed forward and swept Gold into the same hug they shared as children. I couldn't help but laugh and wipe the tears from my eyes. All three siblings were reunited, as it was meant to be. Yay! We broke the curse, and I'm so happy that they all made up. After the Deluxe curse came to an end, life in the mansion exploded with activity. As it turned out, a few kids were playing in the forest, and were surprised to see the Deluxe mansion seem to appear out of nowhere. It wasn't long before the general public all wanted to find out what happened. The busiest one was Sol, trying to handle all of the questions that flooded the Deluxe estate. It took a lot of his energy to divert their endless curiosity, especially as he needed to keep social channels open and maintained. Day after day, this continued, and the longer I spent away from Sol, the more my insecurity built. Despite all the time I spent here, it won't change the fact that I didn't belong here. I was just a traveler who got caught up in the curse, a girl on her way to be a chef in a small restaurant one town over. And the longer I spent in my room witnessing this full of people, the stronger I felt about leaving. After a week almost passed, I decided that I should leave. It wasn't hard to gather everything together since I didn't have many personal belongings with me. I doubted I'd find my lost luggage, but that was okay. I just buy new clothes and necessities after I found a job. I held on to the hope that my restaurant job would still accept my help even though I had disappeared for a while. With a heavy heart, I crept into the lobby. I didn't tell anyone I was leaving because I knew my emotions would overflow if I did. Girl, come on, you gotta tell them. Even if you get emotional. I would get emotional too, but you gotta tell them. Don't leave everyone in the dark, especially Sol. Goodbye, everyone. I hope life gets better for you now. Aura, where are you going? I turned to see Gold dashing up, her hair flowing behind her in golden waves. Oh, Gold, I was going back to my old life, since the curse is broken and everything. My voice drifted into silence, my resolve already weakening. I didn't want to leave. I loved it here, but I knew, as a commoner, that this world was beyond me. Huh? But I don't understand. Reaching over, Gold clasped my hand in both of hers. Her blue eyes shone clearly in the faint sunlight. What about your feelings for my brother? I thought that you... well... With her eyes pinning me on the spot, I looked down, cheeks flushed red. What are you talking about? I spent a lot of time near your heart, Aura. I know you love Sol. Gold, Wait, please. Maybe I can't stop you from leaving, but please don't leave without telling my brother how you feel. I wanted to tell Gold I couldn't say anything, not while knowing Sol couldn't reciprocate my feelings because of his role as heir. But her pleading eyes made it hard to say anything. I think she sensed my hesitation, because she sighed and squeezed my hand gently. Well, at the very least, will you take the dress Sol made for you? Even as a memory of the time you spent here? It's done? When did Sol have time to... Sol made the time because it was a promise to you. The tears made their way onto my cheeks, hotter than my skin. Even though I didn't understand why he would work so hard on that dress for me, when he's so busy, I felt happy to hear he did. It felt wrong to leave without thanking him and everyone else for everything. All right, Gold, I will. Gold wouldn't let go of my hand until we reached Soul's workroom, perhaps thinking I would back out if she didn't. Once there, she urged me toward the door and slipped away from down the hall. I suspected she stayed just around the corner, though. Taking a deep breath to steady myself, I knocked on the door. The door swept open, revealing Soul. His eyes widened when he saw me. I think we blushed at the same time. It was hard to tell because I looked down. Lady Aura, you came. The softness of his voice suggested he knew I was attempting to leave without saying goodbye. I bit my lip, feeling guilty. I'm sorry, Soul. No, please, come in. I nodded, stepping aside after him. I looked around the room, seeing papers scattered over Soul's desk and a white sheet over a mannequin in the corner. How are you doing, Soul? I know you've been so busy. I'm alright. Nothing I cannot handle. I heard you wanted to stay the heir of the Deluxe family. Soul nodded, giving a wistful glance at his desk. Yes. I know I said that I didn't want to be heir anymore. But when I think about how much my brother has done for me while I complained about my role, I realized I have a responsibility I should honor. I was about to say his name, but he shook his head and smiled. It's fine, Lady Aura. Dion says he will help me if I need it. As Soul said this, he stepped closer to me, his expression saddened again. Tell him you love him! It was the same one I remembered from before the curse broke. Soul? Were you really going to leave without hearing me out? I tilted my head, confused by what he meant at first. Then I remembered our conversation in the kitchen. I'm sorry, Soul. I guess I thought you'd forgotten. Sighing, Soul lifted my hand to his lips. Ooh. I blushed when he kissed my fingers. I could never forget about you, Lady Aura. I tried to respond, but the words wouldn't come out. Soul's eyes were focused only on me, sounding like something... Soul's eyes were focused only on me, something I liked, but was embarrassed about at the same time. As if sensing my distress, Soul smiled. Come here. Without warning, Soul led me into a hug, pressing his gentle hands upon my back. After I got past the shock, my arms wrapped around his waist. Soul felt so warm. I could hear his heartbeat quicken. I think this is what love feels like. Aww. I love you, Lady Aura. Yay! He said he loves us! I love you too, Soul. Yay! I leaned back in Soul's arms, taking in his warmth. Stay here with us. You're a part of our family now. It wouldn't be the same without you. I would love to. Soul didn't say anything else, only smiled, his green eyes filled with light, so we're not leaving anymore. After a moment, he led over to the sheet-covered mannequin. Shyly, Soul released me and removed the cover. The dress he reviewed was beautiful. I drifted my fingers down the collar. Soul, I've never seen such a lovely dress. I thought only of you when I created it. Thank you. Someday, I will make you another dress that would be more beautiful than this. One that you'll perhaps wear on our wedding day. Oh! I felt the blood rush to my face at his bold proposal. Soul smiled his princely smile at me. There was a hint of a blush across his cheeks. So until that day, please stay by my side, my princess. Oh, that's cute! My vision blurred as tears streamed down my face. I gave him a sweet smile. I'm not going anywhere. Because this is where I belong now. Normal land? Cool. That's cool. I checked on the walkthrough and saw some choices that I made that were for Soul's route, but I'm guessing this is Soul's route ending, but it said normal ending, so kind of confused, you know. So you know what I'm gonna do? I've got some time left. I'm gonna go back, make the choices for Soul's route solely, and we'll see how everything turned out. So I will be right back. Alright, so we're gonna stay outside. It's rude to go inside a house without permission, after all. especially if said house had the possibility of being haunted or cursed with who knows what. Oh yeah, so the choices that I didn't make, I'm gonna show it to you. That's part of Soul's route. Let's see if it changes anything. If it doesn't, I'll let you guys know anyway. I sat down and hugged myself. The rain continued to pour, the static sound almost lulling me to sleep. Just how long was I supposed to wait? A yawn escaped from my mouth. My body has reached its limit. Since I was stranded away, I decided it might not be so bad to rest my eyes for a few minutes. At least just until the rain stopped. I knew it wasn't the safest idea to sleep in an unfamiliar territory, especially during a rainstorm in the middle of a forest, but I was exhausted from traveling. What should I do? Let's sleep. We'll sleep. I'll just rest for a few minutes. I don't think something bad will happen to me while I nap. Right? As much as I wanted to stay awake, my mind blackened and my consciousness slipped away. Certainly nothing should happen. Aura, I want you to take care of this for me. A broken locket? Yes, please hold on to it until the day you meet that person. Huh? Who do you mean, that person? Goodbye. Mother? Mother, please don't leave me! Mother! Oh, is that Soul? It's Soul! Oh, it's so cute! I reached out and grabbed something soft and fluffy. It fit within the palm of my hand and I couldn't help but squeeze. Squish, squish, we squeeze Soul! Was Mother's hand really this soft? Pardon me, my lady. A gentle voice entered my dream. It wasn't my mother's voice. But I think you were squeezing me a bit too hard. Soul is a teddy bear! I will never get over this. I love Soul. The voice pulled me from my sleep. I blinked away the darkness to see what appeared to be a yellow teddy bear standing in front of me. My hand was wrapped around his torso, squishing it enough that my fingers were indented in the plush fabric. Startled, I let go. It coughed a little, but looked up to me moments after with a smile implanted on his face. Eh? Good evening, my lady. It talked! Unconsciously, I poked its cheeks in bewilderment. This is the first time I've seen a magical bear. A magical bear? You are one, right? Wait, what are you doing in a place like this anyway? Where's your owner? Well, I see. You also got lost just like me, right, Mr. Bear? Not exactly. I love how the name changed from Teddy Bear to Mr. Bear. I stretched my arms, finally noticing the rain had stopped. Exactly how long was I asleep? Even the clouds were gone, revealing a crescent moon shining above. Now I could get out of this creepy forest and leave this strange mansion. Where are you going, my lady? To Glendale, the next village over. I was only sheltering myself from the rain. That's why I'm here. Since the rain stopped, I can continue my journey. I don't think you should do that, Aura, because you're gonna die? I think. Yellow Bear grabbed the hem of my dress and tried to pull me toward the entrance. Please, my lady, stay for the night. You can always continue your journey tomorrow. The bear kept tugging on my dress, urging me to go inside. Wait, but that mansion is cursed, isn't it? Mr. Bear chuckled at me. Then he smiled. It was a tad bit sad for some reason, but I didn't get a chance to ask why. The mansion is not exactly cursed. Rather, its residents are. Residents? There are people living here? A shiver ran down my spine. You mean the Deluxe family is still... The door flew open. I flinched back, but the bear didn't release my dress. There you are, Lord Soul. Ooh, it's royal! A voice within the darkness spoke and a pair of shiny ivory eyes appeared. Eek! Royal, sorry, were you looking for me? A large brown teddy bear stepped out and gave Mr. Bear a curt nod. Oh, Royal! You suddenly disappeared. Lily became worried when you didn't return, Lord Soul. I haven't seen Royal throughout his whole entire route, and I'm kind of sad. My apologies. I wanted to tend to our guest. 2 teddy bears? Wait, these bears live in this mansion? The large bear looked at me. What's a human doing here? I'm not sure myself. I found her sleeping out here. Suspicious. He glared hard at me. I didn't know teddy bears were even capable of that expression. I instinctively took a step back. Calm down, Royal. You're scaring our guest. A guest? Where? Oh, Dion! A small white teddy bear suddenly popped out from behind the door and looked at me from head to toe. So cute! There you are, Dion. How strange. This is the first time we have had a guest. After such a long time, I wondered if it were even possible for outsiders to reach us. Large, medium, and small teddy bears? You're exactly like a Papa, Mama, and Baby Bear. I couldn't help smiling at my idea. What are you talking about, girl? Suddenly, the light inside the mansion turned on. I flinched in surprise. Finally got the lights working again. A girl's voice shouted, Are there more teddy bears inside? And here I was, expecting this place to be filled with ghosts. Seems Lily was successful. Let us go in, my lady. I'm sure that you are cold after staying out here. I hesitated at first, considering the option that I currently had. There weren't many. I nodded and followed the yellow bear inside. Lily! Yay! I'm pretty sure we gotta skip, so just in case, I'll skip till the next choice. Or ending, I don't know. I guess no skipping. Oops. Okay. Here's your tea, my lady. I stared at the rag doll in front of me as she placed a cup of tea on the table. 3 bears and a rag doll. The deluxe mansion seemed to consist of magical toys. No humans had come to greet me yet. Lily's so cute as a doll, but she's even cuter when she's not a doll. Please, my lady, do tell us what you were doing out here by yourself. Prompted by his gentle voice, I explained how I came upon the mansion. I see. And so you're taking the shortcut to the next village and ended up in our mansion. Alright, we're gonna skip. I know I've been through this before. I can probably skip now. Be right back. I cannot believe my princess almost fell into your trap! What? What did I do? Wait, what? Oh! Oh, Lily! Oh, you're too cute! I ship you in so more. Don't think I didn't hear about you embracing my poor prince on the porch, squeezing him so tightly he was gasping for air. Oh, she was dreaming, Lily. She was dreaming. A strange smile pulled at my mouth. Oh, that was... You have taken advantage of my prince's kindness and seduced him. He even offered to take you into a room. Alone. What evil deeds will you do once you have them all to yourself? Eh? No, I cannot let you take my princess purity like that. We weren't planning on it? I cannot allow it. Lily glared at me with such ferocity that I stepped back and frantically waved my hands in front of me. Lily, please, you have the wrong idea about everything. Please calm down. You cannot deceive me! I had no doubt that this doll would leap at me at any moment. I'm sorry, Lily. It's nothing like that. Eh? I will not let you take my prince. I sighed and crouched down, kneeling before the infuriated doll. He's a teddy bear, Lily. It's true that I think he's cute. Lily's shoulder went up. I quickly continued before she did attack. But it's because I think all plush toys are cute. My prince is not a toy. I meant it literally. You all are. Lily slumped immediately, as if she'd somehow forgotten that she and the others were cursed within toy bodies. I felt bad for her, seeing her so dejected. Even without her human body, her feelings towards Mama Bear were probably the same as they were human. Have you told him? Told him what? You like him, right? Okay, well, this is the time to skip. I just saw something I didn't see before, and I don't know. Lily, you took your imagination too far. I'm sorry about that, Lily. Bless your precious heart. I love you. All right, we're gonna skip now. All right, more things. The next few days were filled with reunion. Everyone celebrated the broken curse and Gold's return to the family. It was sweet to watch, especially Royal blushing beet red every time Gold smiled at him. Oh, does Royal like Gold? That would be so cute! He was still a grumpy bear with a big soft spot for Gold. Aww, I didn't know he had feelings for her. I ship you two. Now get married, kiss and get married. I'm sorry, what? It was a happy time for everyone, but the more time I spent with everyone, the more I remembered that the curse was broken. I was finally free to resume chasing my career as a cook in the next town over. In the beginning, I'd been desperate to hold on to my dreams with an iron grip. But now, I don't want to leave. I was finally a part of a family again. For once in so many years, I felt like I belonged somewhere. But I don't have a reason to stay here anymore. Miss Aura? I twisted around at the sudden voice, surprised by its soft tones. I still wasn't used to Gold's voice despite hearing it many times before. Oh, hi Gold. Curtsying, Gold approached me with a smile. I've been meaning to talk with you alone, but I just missed everyone so much. It feels so good to be able to communicate with them again. It wasn't hard to see why everyone loved this one girl. I know, she's so pretty and cute! She gives so much love to everyone she meets. Gold, I wanted to thank you. Gold tilted her head at me. Huh? If you hadn't responded that time, I don't think I could have helped Sol and Dion. They are stubborn boys, aren't they? When she giggled, I had to join in. Yeah, they are. Indeed. We laughed a moment longer, then Gold stepped closer and held my hands in hers. By the way, about your, feelings for my brother. What do you mean? I don't have feelings for your brother. I bit my lower lip, embarrassed by my reaction, but Gold caught me off guard. Light glimmered in her clear blue eyes. My heart spent a lot of time near yours, Aura. I felt your heartbeat change whenever you spoke to Sol. Her innocent smile caused my blush to worsen. I didn't think this young girl knew so much. I'm so happy for you, too. Wait, What's wrong? I tried to reply, but the words wouldn't come out. It was hard enough rejecting my own feelings several days earlier, and I didn't want to rain on Gold sunshine now. Instead, I only looked down. Oh, actually, Sol had us a request. I almost forgot. How silly. I straightened up to look at Gold, but she was already leading me down the hall. She seemed to drop her earlier topic in the hall because she just kept pulling me along. Hold on. What request? I don't understand. Gold looked over her shoulders, golden curls flouncing as she walked. Ooh, excuse me. Her smile seemed even brighter. You'll see. Please, can I look now? Nope, absolutely not. Please be patient, Miss Aura. We're almost done. I huffed with mild impatience and resisted taking off the blindfold. Oh, oops. Oh my god, the enter button. Gold finally revealed that Sol wanted to see me wear the dress he designed before I left to go on to Glendale. It was hard to smile when I heard that, realizing Sol was expecting me to leave now that the curse had been broken. Maybe that's what he meant to ask me in the kitchen that day. If I would model the dress before leaving. Keeping the sidewalk inside, I just waited and took the directions given to me as Lily and Gold continued dressing me. There, I think that's perfect. I tilted my head to the side. Gold's voice sounded further away now. Yep, guess we're done. Hey, wait! Confused, I fumbled with the knot of the blindfold, but when it wouldn't loosen, I tugged the fabric from my eyes. I was not expecting the sight I witnessed in the mirror. Huh? Is this? I was dressed in a wedding gown. Okay, well, I had thought it strange that there was no fabric on my shoulders and partially down my back. I didn't know what fabric he used, but the white shone in the mirror whenever I moved, sweeping across the bodice in a counterclockwise direction. Do you like it? Oh! I spun towards the door, and when I saw Sol standing there, his princely smile aimed towards me, I felt the heat rise over my throat and face. Sol, you... It's not quite finished. I still have to add the accents and beating. But that makes sense, because I don't want to impose on you so soon. So wait, I don't understand what's going on. Sol tipped his head to the side and came closer, light gleaming in his green eyes. Gingerly, he took my left hand in his and placed a soft kiss. Sol? Oh my gosh, she looks adorable. That's pretty. All of this is pretty. Oh my god, please stop with the cuteness. Oh my god. He then held my hand against his chest, while the other hand reached up to caress my cheek. My legs weakened, almost dropping me to the floor. You are the first person to make my heart act this way. Before I opened my mouth to ask what he meant, I felt his heartbeat against my palm. It was moving faster than mine was. Is this the feeling you meant before, Lady Aura? Is this what someone feels when they're in love? You mean back then when you said you might love someone already? Red blushed over Soul's cheeks as he nodded. I meant you, Lady Aura. You became my light when my world seemed so dark and lonely. You saved me from my unending nightmare. Soul, I know it's too soon to ask, but I was hoping you'd wear this dress for me one day. I could only stare at him, my body trembling with excitement and anxiety. I couldn't believe Soul was proposing to me so soon. Gosh! Lady Aura, would you like to? I do. Soul's eyes widened in surprise. It took a couple of seconds for my words to register, at which point I started to panic. I feel the same way about you, Soul. Lady Aura, I didn't realize it at first. My heart beats like yours does when I'm around you, so I didn't get to finish my sentence. Yay! Kiss! Finally! All at once, Soul lifted my face towards his and touched his lips to mine. It was soft and warm, like kissing sunlight. I didn't want it to end. Soul, Miss Maria needs you Oh, oops. Gold just came in at the wrong time. Soul, Miss Maria needs you right away. Soul and I stumbled away from each other in time to see Gold hiding a blushing face in her hands. I'm sorry! I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry! Soul and I glanced at each other, faces cycling through various shades of red. He coughed and excused himself, promising to return soon. Not wanting to soil the dress, I quickly changed back to my own clothes. Lily came back into the room shortly after I've changed. Seeing her, I sobered up, the giddiness evaporating. Lily, What's wrong, Miss Aura? Oh no, she liked him, and no, we took him away from her, and well, he did say he didn't feel that way about Lily because she didn't want to break the friendship, but I still feel bad. Well, it's just that you... Lily exhaled loudly and gave me an exasperated look. Miss Aura, weren't you listening? You're my friend, so there are no hard feelings, okay? She must have seen my face was unconvinced because she strolled over and smacked my shoulder. Don't make that face! I know my real prince is out there, and since you took out that curse, I'm excited for the day I'll meet him. I definitely approve of you as my brother's future wife. I reeled as Gold's sudden interjection and the smiles she said with it. Oh, Gold, it's too soon for that! Nonsense, you just wear your own wedding dress. Lily, not you too! Want to help me start planning things, Lady Gold? Yes! No, stop it, you two! Lily and Gold looked at me and burst into fits of laughter. I felt my face burn, but after a few seconds, I too was laughing with them. Oh, okay, so that means I did get the normal ending. Okay, that means a whole lot of things happened. Soon after, everyone learned that the deluxe curse has been lifted. Many were skeptical, but as time passed by, the people finally welcomed the idea that the once powerful deluxe family were back. Dion has once again taken the role as the Lord of the Deluxe to free Soul from the burden he carried for years. Alright, so Dion took it instead of Soul, which is nice. Soul didn't exactly like the idea, but Dion reassured him that it was what he wanted. Now that Soul was free from his chains of his past, he was finally able to pursue his dream as a designer. Oh my god, they're too adorable! Please stop! You seem so deep in thought, Aura. Sorry, I was just thinking about everything that happened before. Me getting lost and finding this place, and finding you. Oh my god, wait a minute, is that a ring on her ring finger? Okay, well, they're gonna get married, guys. Plan the wedding! Lily, Gold, come plan the wedding! Oh my god, that's so cute. I think this was already written a long time ago. Soul smiled, his beautiful jade green eyes boring into mine. His fingers gently traced my cheek, down to my chin. Sometimes I wonder why I deserve someone as special as you. I chuckled and snuggled against his chest, breathing in his minty scent. It's the other way around, silly. A year ago, I was just a girl who dreamed to become a chef, but who would have guessed that I would become a member of a powerful family? Now that I'm in the arms of the person I love, I'm certain that I finally found the place where I truly belong. And this will be the start of a new beginning. Best end. All right, we got the best end for Soul's route. All right. I had to go back, just to get, all the good stuff with Soul. Oh, thanks for playing. We hope you enjoyed. Of course I enjoyed it. You made it. It's great. I love it. Oh! Soul! Ah! Soul turned from his bear form to his human form, and that's cute. Oh my god. Yay! So that's what I had to do. Okay. Alright. Jokes aside. That was it. That was Soul's route entirely. I got the normal end, and I got Soul's best end. Alright. I really love Soul, okay? He's, really cute, and really, oh my god, he deserves the world. Alright, so we still have 2 routes left. According to this, we have Royal's route and we have Theon's route. I was gonna decide, but I'll just let you guys decide. Whose route should we do next? The Tsundere, Royal, or the Flirt, Dion? I bet all of you are surprised that I didn't choose Dion, because, I know he's a flirt and stuff, but he kind of made indirect stuff, and he was a teddy bear. So that kind of creeped me out just a little bit, so I didn't choose him at first. At first, I chose Soul because he was really cute, and I liked him. But after I saw Dion's human form, I was like, okay, whoa, flirt, hottie alert, okay. But, yeah, so to the people who thought I would choose Dion, I'm sorry to disappoint, but Soul is my favorite right now. At least until we do the other routes. But I'm gonna let you guys decide. Who should we do, the Tsundere Royal or the Flirt Dion? There's a link in the description below to vote. Make sure to cast your vote, and don't worry, the next video we will start a different route. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys like to see more of my videos, then click subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!